Hi students, good morning to everyone and welcome back to our science class. Today let us remember some points you studied in the previous lessons. In chapter 1, you learned that plants absorb water and minerals from the soil by roots. Then what is the function of leaves? Leaves prepare food by using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight during photosynthesis. In chapter 10, you learned that food has stored energy. Each cell of an organism gets this energy by the breakdown of glucose. Energy is essential for each cell to perform their functions. In the last class, we familiarized the transportation in human beings and some other organisms. Have you ever wondered how water and minerals are transported in plants? And how is food is transported to various parts of the plant prepared by leaves? Now let us learn about transportation of substances in plants. Now let us discuss about the transportation of substances in plants. At first, we can learn transportation of water and minerals in plants. Plants absorb water and minerals dissolved in it through roots. Roots have root hairs. The root hairs increase the surface area for the absorption of water and minerals. Can you name the parts of this plant? Which part is this? Root. One main root and subsidiary roots we can see. The next, stem. Above the ground, we can see the shoot system which consists of stem, leaves, flowers, fruits, buds, etc. Under the ground, we can see the root system which consists main root and many secondary roots. These roots absorbs water and dissolved minerals for the plant from the soil. The root have root hairs. What is meant by root hairs? They are the minute projections on the roots that we can see only with the help of microscope. When we taking the section of roots and observe under the microscope, we can see the root hairs. What is the function of root hair? Root hair increase the surface area for the absorption of water and minerals through the roots. The root hairs are in contact with the water present in between the soil particles. Then can you guess how does this water transported from roots to other parts of the plant? Pujo says that sometimes plants may be tube-like structures. Can you say, is it correct? Yes, It is right. Plants have channel-like structures like the pipelines through which water enters in our house. The channels are continuous. From root, it connects stem. From stem, it connects to branches. From branches, it connects to leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. Through these channels, the transportation of materials take place in the plant body. Then what is the name of the transportation system? Can you say what is a tissue? Tissue is a group of cells which perform a specialized function. Here, a group of cells are working for the transportation of water, minerals and food. These tissue, which mean for the passage of materials into different parts of the plant body, is called vascular tissues. Then, which is the tissue held for the transportation of water? There is one group of cells which helping for the passage of water and minerals from root to other parts. They are called xylem tissue. The xylem tissues consist of specialized cells which has a network of channels continues from root to other parts like stem, branches, leaves. The xylem tissues are meant for the passage of water and minerals throughout the plant body. Then how does the food is transported into the plants? Where it is preparing? It is preparing in the leaves. Leaves are the kitchen of the plant. The leaves preparing food, that food reaches to every cells in the plant. Then only they can perform. Then which type of tissues are helping for the transportation of food? There is another group of cells. They are called phloem tissue. The phloem tissue are performing the transportation of food prepared by the leaves into the various parts of plants. So children, now we identified two types of vascular tissues. One type is called xylem tissue, meant for the transportation of water and dissolved minerals. The second type of vascular tissue is phloem tissue, which is helping for the transportation of food prepared by the leaves to other parts of the plant body. Now, do you have any doubt? Is it actually happening inside the plant or not? To prove the movement of water inside the plant, let us do one activity. To do that activity, we need one glass tumbler and add 3/4 of the glass with water. Into that water, we have to add 2-3 drops of red ink or blue ink. If ink is not available, we can use Ujala drops. Then take one herbal plant, either balsam or mashitand. Then cut the stem like this and dip this plant in this colored water for one day. In the next day, while we observing this plant, we can see that the colored water is moves through the stem. I dipped this plant last day. Now I can see the blue colored water reaches up to this stem. This is the way the transportation of water takes place inside the plant. Root hair absorbs water from the soil and it transported to roots. From roots it goes to stem. From stem it goes to the various branches, and from the branches it reaches to the leaves. Leaves also need water for the preparation of food. Which are the other requirements? Carbon dioxide, they need sunlight, then they are preparing glucose. After the breakdown of glucose, energy is released. By using that energy, each cell of the plant performing various activities. Is it clear? Don't forget the tissues which helping for the transportation of water is xylem tissue. The tissue helping for the passage of food materials from leaves to other parts is phloem. Xylem tissues and phloem tissues together called vascular tissues or conductive tissues. Conduction means transportation. Up and down transportation. Water from roots moves upwards. At the same time, food prepared by the leaves from the upper part of the plant reaches to other parts, downwards movement. Okay, children, Pooja has one doubt. Usually, plants absorbs large quantity of water from the soil through roots. Does they utilize the full amount of water for their activities? Not. The full amount they are not utilizing, but some amount of water evaporates through the minute pores in the leaves we are calling stomata. And also some amount of water evaporates through the stem. Stems, leaves are also contain some minute gaps or pores. The minute pores seen in the leaves are called stomata. And this removal of water in the form of water vapor from the parts of the plants called transpiration. Transpiration. How can we define transpiration? The removal of water in the form of water vapor from the plants, either through stomata or through the gaps in the stems or roots. When the water is removed out through the stomata of leaves, that generate a suction pull. That is also happening while we are sucking juice or any drinks with the help of straw. The suction pull helps to take water or substances at heights. The transpiration also helps cooling of the plant. If it removes out, the transpiration also helps to the cooling of the environment. During cold season, in the morning, when we are observing the plants, sometimes we can see drops of water on the leaves. From where the water comes? That water drops is formed due to the condensation of water vapor. That is released by the plants by the process of transpiration. Okay. So transpiration, it is the process of exit of water in the form of water vapor from the minute pores in the plants. What are the importance of transpiration? Transpiration generates a suction pull. Because of that, plants can take or roots can take more water from the soil. And also, transpiration helps to cool the plants. It also helping for the cooling of environment. That is the reason when we are entering into a deep forest, we feel so cool. Due to the exit of water in the form of water vapor, when it comes out, it condenses and forms a cool climate. Isn't it? So children, now let's wind up today's session. See you again with new topics. Thank you.